Get my 6. What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's out here walking around. It's still morning here as of this recording, but our day started considerable time ago. We've been home for a little while, just out here getting a bit of a recovery, a bit of a cool down. I'm going to jump into my hillbilly gardening. Recovery from what, you ask? Recovery from this. Check out how we started our day.
Hi guys, we're here in the car. I'm gonna show you where Kevin. Today is the race day 5K run for Kevin. We're staying here in the car while he was there. He sat there. Did you see him? He's getting ready. See that? I hope you guys can see him. That's him. He's getting ready. Look at that. Are you excited?
I'm so excited I can hardly maintain my composure.
It's cold, no?
Yeah, it's 34 degrees.
Yeah, it's still early, guys. It's like 7:50. The races start at 8 in the morning.
The last one was 28 degrees. That 6 degrees helps.
Honey, you look good.
I know. Hell, these people who are lucky this a road race was a beauty pageant, they wouldn't stand a chance.
And you're gonna change hats.
Is that you got one to make you run faster?
Yeah, I got a stocking.
Speaking of which, it's time to get serious. Get my 6, and good luck keeping up.
Okay, go!
Are you excited? We're just waiting here. The water is so beautiful. We're just hanging out here, guys, while waiting to Kevin to get back. So pretty. Woo! Kevin's coming. There he is. He's coming. Woo!
Hey, how you doing?
You're running, let's go! You got it!
Yay! Come on, honey! Yeah.
Good job!
Yeah.
Hoorah!
Good job. Here's my chomp.
Are you recording
Yeah.
right now?
Yeah.
I told you, all of you, the older I get, the better I was. Don't ever again doubt that. Wait till you see me next time. Run a little bit slower. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, Here, try me spots. I need to walk forward so I don't pass out.
Okay.
You walk backwards. But honey. So you know what my time was, honey?
Yeah.
What was it?
22 something
Nope.
seconds. What?
Nope. 21:59.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 21:59.
Wow.
Last time we ran 23:06.
Yeah.
All I was trying to do was beat 23:06.
Oh my gosh. Congrats, honey.
Thanks. All right, you can walk with me. I gotta maintain this pace to cool down though. All right, so last time ran 23:06 in November. It was 3.5 months ago. Today ran 21:59. So it's a minute and 7 seconds faster. That's 22 1/3 seconds faster per mile. Yeah, so last time I averaged 7. like 7:27 pace. So I guess today I averaged 7:05. And trying to just, first big step in this long, going on more than a year, 1 year long comeback now, is getting under 7 minutes per mile. So at first year, the entire year was spent dropping the weight. Went from 193 to 166. So was that 27 pounds? It took a year to lose the weight. Now I gotta get the speed. But anyway, not even beating hard now. Only been done at 8 minutes. So I got some endurance, got some stamina and some strength. I just don't have any speed. It's like 7 minute miles feels like it's fast. So the weather warms up, spring comes around, I'm gonna have to start doing some speed work if we're gonna get any faster. So did you guys have fun watching?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Not bad, huh? I didn't tell my wife, you know, she asked me before the race, like, what do you hope to do today? And I was honest in saying that, you know, I just hope to run a little bit faster than last time. I ran a 23:06 3.5 months ago, back in November. But the truth of it was, I was cautiously optimistic. Well, I was confident that I could go under 22 minutes. And that was the goal for the day, which I did by 1 second, 21:59. And that is 7:05 mile pace. Now, listen, I made one mistake in that race, and it almost cost me, but I was able to. I recognized it quick enough, made adjustments, and was able to do kind of like make the adjustments just in time. I went out too fast. I went out with that lead pack, and that guy that won ran a 16:03. My best time ever, was 16:20. That was back when I was 20 years old, running track in college. I was at in Pittsburgh on the track of Carnegie Mellon University. We had an away meet that day, and that's where I ran my best time. Wanted to go under 16 minutes that day, and I was in shape to do it. And you know what sucked about it is the 5,000 meters, 5K, 12 and a half laps, was the last event of the track meet that day, and they had two heats because there were so many 5,000 meter runners. It was a big invitational. Pitt was there, Penn State, Carnegie Mellon, of course, and then some. I think WVU might have been there. But there was a storm coming, and so they threw the last. Okay, the two heats for the 5,000, they threw them together. So instead of having, you know, two or three guys, well, they start those. This is technical stuff. If you never ran track, you won't understand this. You don't run in your lanes. You what do they call them, alleys, where they would have like two lanes as an alley. So there was like 8 people in every alley. I ran the entire first mile. To go under 16 minutes, I think I had to average something like 5:08 per mile pace. Yeah, that's fast, and I was in shape back then to do it. I would do mile repeats 3 times a mile with a one lap jog in between for recovery. I would do them right in 5 minutes. 5 minutes flat, 5 minutes flat, then 5 minutes flat. But the key was to put it all together in a race. So anyway, I ran the first mile in I think 5:08. I was right on pace to go under 16 minutes. But I had to run the entire first lap in lane 2. The entire first mile in the second lane, which means I was running about 20 yards longer each turn than if I'd have been in lane 1. But I still kept going. Ended up running 16:20 that day. But what I did today, I went out with that lead pack because it's hard for my 48-year-old mind to kind of catch it, even after all these years. Hey, I'm not that 20-year-old guy who could, But the first quarter mile today, I just went out too fast. I caught myself. I was like, because I was keeping up with that pack, 5-something minute mile pace. So I backed off. I was hurting by the time I came up on that first mile mark, and it was from that first quarter mile. Listen, you're never going to win a 5,000 mile race or a 5,000 kilometer, 5,000 meter race in the first mile. It's 3.1 miles, by the way, for American metrics, American measurements. But a lot of people lose races in that first mile, and I almost did. Lost my race plan. So I backed off, went through the first mile in 7:08, and I was like, this is still salvageable, because you got to run 7:05 to get right under 7:02, or right under 22 minutes. So went through in 7:08, saw that it was still salvageable, ran the second mile in 7:06, only, so I'm like 4 seconds off. Ran the third mile in 7:10, so I lost a little time in that third mile. But when I went through the 3 mile mark, there's only, 200 meters to go. It's half a lap on a track, but this was on a road. But I saw it, I went through 3 miles in 21:25. Okay, so I knew I had to run that last 200 meters in 35 seconds to go, or 34 seconds to go under 22. Well, that's a 4 minute and 40 second per mile pace. That is flying. And I thought, well, do it for 200 meters, man. You've come this far. Just give it everything you got. And I know when I crossed the finish line, it might not have looked like I was going that fast, or but I did it. I did that last 200 meters, I guess, in 34 minutes and ran a 21:59. And so got to work on some speed. But here, listen, I am completely satisfied with my performance. I am happy. And if you'd have told me 30 years ago that I would be happy to run a, just under 22-minute 5K, I would have said, that day will never come. But I think with age comes a lot of humility. And I think with age too comes a lot of understanding in that it's not so, well, listen, I'm just never going to be, sub 5 minute miler pace for 5K 20-year-old kid again ever. But if I were to look at where I am today versus where I was last year or the year before, whatever, recent past, man, I'm almost 30 pounds lighter. My diet is so much healthier. I'm more fit. I can tell I'm lighter. I mean, just out here walking around doing things, it just feels so much better to be like, I mean, I've always been relatively healthy, but my weight was kind of getting away from me. And I was, I was starting to think, I'm almost 50. It's time to sit back and be fat and happy like everybody else who's, accomplished a few things in life. Man, that's a wrong attitude. I started feeling fat and bad, not fat and happy. And I'm telling you, you saw that woman I was kind of kidding around there with about her hat, man. She's probably 65. She's in her 60s. I hope, when I'm there where she is now, I'm still as chipper. I saw her during the race. She was smiling. She did a great job. And how about that girl who finished second overall in the 5K? I don't know if there at the beginning, you probably saw her at the beginning, looked like a runner, perfect running physique. She finished second overall. Okay, the guy that won ran a 16:03. This lady ran right at 18 minutes. She was trying to go right under 18 minutes. Listen, you got to run 550 miles, 3 of them back to back, plus that extra 200 meters to do that. She did it. And I was talking to her after the race, and I said, wow, and you're not a teenager anymore either, are you? And she said, no, and she laughed. I said, well, how old are you? She's 36 years old. 36-year-old woman still running sub 6 minute mile pace. Isn't that phenomenal? It's phenomenal. It's motivating because it's like, hey, it makes me think, at the end of the race, I'm like, well, maybe 7 minute miles is all that will ever be for me from here on out. And hey, she gave me encouragement to say, well, no, I think I can go a little bit faster. So now that's the goal for the next race. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Tell you, running out there in those near freezing temperatures in the mornings is not very fun. So I think I am going to wait until it warms up a little bit more. And, but I'm looking forward to it. So if you can think of anything out there, any way out there in which you can improve your life just a little bit, make your quality of life a little bit better, go for it. Do it. Who cares how old you are? Who cares about your age? Who cares about how good you used to be? Like I said in the video, the older I get, the better I was. So I'm okay with that. And now, and it's still early. We got that out of the way early. I'm going to spend the rest of my day down here in my hillbilly garden planting, stuff I can eat, that I can grow myself and eat that's going to help me with my training because it's healthier food than, something I might get elsewhere. But that's it for today. Just kind of wanted to give you an update here on my race on race day. And I'll tell you, my favorite part of the whole thing was having my beautiful bride, Dearly, a.k.a. Giggly Girl, and our wonderful son, Daniel, waiting on me at the finish line. He didn't want to get out of bed this morning. That bed was warm, have that big goose down comforter. There was a fire blazing in the wood stove. But that little kid got up and went to his daddy's road race to be there at the finish line when daddy finished. I'll tell you, that means more to me than going under 22 minutes. And it always will. And so I hope you guys have a great day. See you next time for more.